Namo Buddhaya to you, Bante.
Namaskar, Guruji. Namaskar.
Namaskar, namaskar, namaskar to you.
Master, thank you so much for having me here.
Thank you, thank you.
Yes, I have some few questions for you, especially uh, related to when you were in Thailand.
Mm-hmm.
So, when you live in Thailand, I know very well you had to go Pindapata for
Yes,
alms.
yes.
So, uh, in Thailand, so in my experience, there while we are going on Pindapata, we will receive different kind of foods. So, in this kind of situation, how did you survive in Thailand? Please kindly share with me your experience, Guruji. I really appreciate it.
Thank you very much, Bante. Thank you very much. This is a very special and unique experience I had in Thailand. When I was in Thailand, I was eating vegetarian food. I'm eating vegetarian, and so when I became a bhikkhu when I was 20 years old, at that time, we know we have the ceremony, bhikkhu ceremony,
Yes,
and so on that day, a lot of people came for the ceremony, and then people come and offer the food. Before that, I have a godmother in Thailand. They know that I'm vegetarian, and then they always offered me a vegetarian food. And on that day, when I became a bhikkhu, that time, of course, that my godmother bring the food for me, vegetarian food, and plus, and a lot of devotees brought different types of food, including, fish, pork, beef,
yes.
chicken, all kind of. This is the very natural way what um, monks to eat over there. This is what the food people offer. So when lunchtime and we have to eat together with all the senior monk, and I just choose my food. My godmom, my mother already prepared the food. Then I just take that food, the vegetarian food. Then the senior monk who sit next to me, and then he said to me, Bante, you cannot choose the food. Whatever food people is offering to you, you have to eat. Then first, suddenly some question come to my mind that why I have to eat whatever food people offer to me. If they offer the wrong food, why I should eat? This thought came to my mind, and I'm junior, I'm not senior. Then I told them that Bante, I don't want to eat this. I want to eat vegetarian food. Then he said, you are very attached to the food. Monks should not attach to the food. Whatever food is offered, you should eat. Then he put some beef and some chicken on my plate, and then he asked me to eat. At that time, I was so shocked and I don't know what to do. And I feel so much pain in my heart. Why I don't have choice? Why I feel like I was forced to eat the food which I don't want to eat? Then, and when he said to me, a monk should not be attached, and I really agree what he said. Yes, monks should not be attached with anything. Whatever food is offered, we need to eat. I really agree with what he said. At the same time, I feel we should not eat the meat because
Yes,
meat is not the monk's food. Monks should be a vegetarian. So this is what my inner mind, inner heart said to me. And at the same time, and he's senior, and I don't have choice. And when I see that pig and the pork, and the chicken, and mm, different kind of animals, loving beautiful animals, they died. And then in on my plate, I, f- I feel tremendously pain. I feel their pain. I feel their they cry. Why me? Why me? Why me? Why it is me? Why I am you are eating me? I feel like that they are talking to me, and suddenly my tears comes out. And then the senior monk said to me, and then he said, you are too attached. You are too attached. You have to drop your attachment. If you have so much of attachment towards the food, you cannot attain the enlightenment. So what he said, it is correct. I understood what he said is correct. If I have so much of attachment, then I cannot attain enlightenment. At the same time, my heart says to me that it is wrong to eat the meat. And I'm having dilemma, fighting between my mind and my idea. So, then he said to me, and then, you should eat. You should eat. Then I don't have choice. Then I put the first spoon in my mouth and I bite, that meat, and my teeth cannot bite. My teeth cannot bite. My teeth is rejecting, because I feel like I'm doing wrong. I'm making mistake. I'm making mistake. I'm making mistake. This is what my mind said. My even my cells, my teeth, my tongue is rejecting the food, and but I don't have choice. And I'm eating, I'm biting. Then more tears comes, and then I cry. I cannot stop crying. And a lot of people in front of me, more than 100 people, in front of me, and then they see that I'm crying. I'm a young monk, only young monk there, and I'm also foreign monk. And people came to me, asked me what happened, Bante, what happened to you, pra, you know what is mistake. I said nothing, no problem. And then I said it is spicy, and they said, oh, the foreign monk afraid spicy, so we don't offer him a spicy food like that. And then, but in my inner heart, I feel wrong, and then I swallow. When I swallow that, the first bite, with the meat, and my mind feels so much pain, and then my body is rejecting. My whole system was shutting down, and I know it is wrong. I don't know how to say, I am in front of everyone in the public, and I don't want to make a drama. And then I bite and I swallow, and then the next spoon I eat only white rice. The third spoon I eat only white rice. I cannot eat, and then they forced me to eat, and they said, you are too much attachment with the food. You have food attachment, and I know I'm attached with the food at the same time. And I don't know what is right, what is wrong, and I'm so confused. By my mind said to me that monks should eat vegetarian food. This is what my mind strongly said, very strongly said to me. And then after the ceremony is finished, and then I asked the senior monk, why monk should eat meat. This is what the first question I asked him. And he said to me, whatever people offer, you should eat. This is his question, is his answer. And I asked them why monk didn't uh, preach to the student what they should offer to the monk. Then he said to me, monk cannot request anything from the lay people. I said, okay. If monk cannot request, I agree. Monk cannot ask. Monk is not beggar asking from the people. I agree. Then I said to him, but monks has right to teach them what is right and what is wrong. Then he said to me that yes, we do. Then I said, then when people are still offering to us, then What we can do? We just eat. This is what he says. I said, okay. Then, the next day I want to go for alms. Before that, I didn't go for alms because my godmother always cook for me vegetarian food. So I don't need to go for alms before. And but that time after I became Bhikkhu, then I don't have choice and I need to go. So first time I'm wearing, the pindapat, the bowl, walking, without wearing the shoe uh, on the street. It's a very painful walk without the shoes on the food. And once I leave my my temple where I'm living, lot of glasses lot of glasses, lot of stones, small stones. I need to cross the train station. So I cross the train track. The train track, they have a lot of big stones, lot of big stones. And I cross, and then my skin cuts, my skin wounded, and then some blood came. And it is just beginning. I haven't reached the people yet, for alms. And then I'm walking very slow, very much pain, too much pain. I'm walking slow. The monk, my senior monk, look at me and he said, walk faster. There is some journey we need to walk. So it's very hard for me, Bante, to walk, to carry my bowl, and then with my chivarang, I need to take care of my chivarang, and my foot is pain. I don't have shoe, and I see some blood also. It's more pain. I feel some glasses inside my skin. I cannot remove also, because monks are walking fast. And I walk, and then I feel like I have so much of pain, in my leg. Then how this animal feel? All the animal die for us to eat, and how they feel. So how much torturing, how much painful they gone through. I feel so much in my mind. And then when I go to the alms, and then people offer the food, in all kind of food, meat, some water, some dessert, some rice, some vegetable with the meat, some donations, all that in the bowl. So I just receive whatever people offer, and then I go back to the temple, and then we eat breakfast. So when we eat breakfast, then I choose the food. I choose only the water, I choose only the rice, I choose some dessert. So only that is vegetarian, other than that it's meat. Then the monk said to me, the senior monk told me that whatever food is offered to you, you should eat. I said, of course I can't finish all this food, but this is the food I have received. It is in my bowl. It is my in my bowl, so I can choose. Now it is my food. Then he said to me, "This you cannot say this is your food. Monk life is we share the food." So what he did, he put all the food in one plate. Every monks go now. We put in one place, and then we eat together. Then I choose. Still, I choose some rice and some water. Some vegetables or dessert. So when I choose, then he said, no, 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 you should eat whatever people offer. And I said, yes, my food is already there.
Yes, of course.
My food is already there. I am eating my food. And he said, yes, all this food is belongs to us. Yeah, I said, yes, it
Mhm.
is. I go to the arms, and then I choose what I want to eat. Then he said, you cannot choose the food. I said, no, I don't agree with him. I said, monks have choice to choose the food. Now it is my food. Now I can choose the food. And he said, I am wrong. I said, Buddha is the most compassionate human being. Buddha is one of the compassionate human being in this world. One of the, I don't think so. Buddha encourage anyone to eat meat. I told them, since I walk with for alms and my feet is bleeding, so much of pain I had. So I don't think so. Any animal willing to die for us, I know it is wrong. Then I just eat with rice and I put some water and then I just eat. And even I didn't ask for salt. I just eat. And then they said, I am wrong, I am mistake. But my heart, inner mind said, no, I'm not mistake, you know. Then what I did for the next day, and then the same day I told them, so I said to Bante, so today we go for the alms. Many of them are our student. Many of them, they always come to our temple for uh, to listen to the Dhamma. Why you didn't teach them that you should offer to the monks a vegetarian food? If you tell them, if you teach them, all the five precepts properly, I'm very sure they will offer you vegetarian food. And he said, no, we shouldn't ask. And I said, okay, if you said that we shouldn't ask any food from the lay people, I agree. Then the next day I go for alms with him again. So when I go alms, Bante, before they offer food to me, I just said to them one word, uh, I'm sorry, I am a vegetarian monk. I just said one small word, a statement, I am vegetarian monk. Then the senior monk was a little bit unhappy. He said to me, why you ask them? You shouldn't ask them. I said, Bante, I didn't ask. I just shared the statement. I say the statement. I'm not requesting. You understand? If I
Yes,
ask them, could you offer me vegetarian food? That is the question, But I say the statement that I am a vegetarian monk. It is different. Statement and then requesting is a different thing. Then he said, you are very difficult. I said, because we should guide them because they don't know what we eat. And then I just want to let them know what I eat. I didn't ask them, Then suddenly, because they already prepared the food, some water, some rice, some meat, everything together, dessert. So they just remove all the meat and then whatever it's vegetarian, water, rice, some dessert, they offer me into my bowl. So this is after we receive, usually we bless them, Bhavatu Sapa Mangalam. We bless them. After we bless, we go to the next house. So I just go to different houses with him. I just with everyone I say the same statement that I'm sorry, I'm vegetarian monk. Only like that. So I found. So by the time I reached that fourth people, fourth houses, a little far, the first person who I told them that I'm vegetarian monk, he went with his mother to the market. He buy the vegetarian food. He searched for me, and then he saw me. He offered me. He kneeled down. He offered me the vegetarian food. I feel so touched, so much touched. You know. Then then those people know that I'm vegetarian food. The second day for the breakfast, whatever food I had, and then I share with all monks, and then I eat my vegetarian food. Then I told him, Bante, the first day when I eat, I didn't have much choices. Only second day I'm eating, I have more choices now because people offer me vegetarian food. And then the third day, when I go for alms, I did the same thing. And then my vegetarian food is getting more and more and more. It is increasing. So since then, when I go to the Thailand, when I go for alms, in my area, and everyone knows that I'm a foreign monk, they know that foreign monk is a eating vegetarian monk, and they always offer me a vegetarian food, always. So since then, I didn't have any problem in Thailand for vegetarian food. So this is my own experience. I did change the people The second day of my monk life, bhikkhu life, only the second day. So since then, people came to visit me in the temple. I teach them, Then they always call me that, oh monk, you are very pure. You are pure monk, And they are so happy. And I say to them, I don't want to trouble you. They say, no, no, Bante, we are very happy, very happy, and that you are very kind and compassion and very pure monk, and this is my blessings, to offer you food, vegetarian food. I cry, I really cry at that time, because I was so touched. So this is Bante. I told to my senior monk, if I, Teja, can change people in Thailand the second day, you know, and then why not all monks?
Yes.
It is not that hard. It is easy. Now it is your choice. It is your choice how you teach. So as long as I have desire, as long as I have desire to eat meat, then people will offer you that same food. If you cut down that desire, if you eat a vegetarian meal, then people will respect your idea, your view, your food habits, and people will offer you what you want. This is where the lay people always waiting to serve the monks. It doesn't matter monks are eating meat or vegetable, or, or fruits. They are ready to serve. Because they want that merits, and this is the power of the Buddhist people. This is I feel like I'm so lucky that I was in Thailand and I learned, and then people offer me. And yeah, this is a very simple story I share with you, and this is my experience.
Thank you, Guruji. And I'm really sorry about that kind of experience while you were in Thailand. However, I hope you did great thing as Buddha advised us to. And Guruji, I have another question for you related to this your experience. So, what do you think in this case, especially this kind of society or country? What do you think? What what should we do for the uh, avoid from non-vegetarian food?
How to avoid?
Yes, of course.
How to
Like
avoid?
by teaching or by explaining, because uh, so- as your own experience, it might be little conflict, right? By misunderstanding by the
Mm-mm,
monk or people.
mm-mm.
What can we do in this kind of particular movement?
Right. So my sharing
Yes, yes.
is, while you are in that kind of situation, and we have to understand that of course monks should not attached with the food. The more you attachment, even though I'm attached with the vegetarian food, it is mistake, it is wrong.
Mhm.
Definitely I know it is wrong, but the thing is I'm not attached, because I
Yes,
need to survive. This body need food. Without food this body will collapse. If this
yes,
body collapse, then I cannot become enlightened.
of
you know
course.
so I'm eating the food just for the survival, but I am choosing the right food. I would say, the reason I say the right food, the reason I use this word, because there is uh, no bad emotions. Bad
Mhm.
emotions. For example, I would say, the difference between vegetables and animals. A
Mhm.
lot of people still misunderstand. They say that even plants also have the feelings and pain, and then you are still killing, and the plants also have life, and animals also life. So what is the difference? This is the always argument people asked me at that time, and even now also. So Bante, there is a big difference, Bante. So we have to understand plants have life, animal has life. Agree?
Yes, I do.
So monk as a human being, we cannot eat the non-life. For example, glass. Can I eat glass for my survival? Huh? Can I eat the book?
Oh,
Cannot, na? So
yes,
only things I can eat this kind of, for example, this is the mango.
yes.
This is mango. So mango comes from mango tree,
Mm-hmm.
right? So the tree has the life. The tree grows, and animal also have life. Animal also grows, but there is a big difference between animal and the trees. For example, when you try to attack the animal, animal run away. Animal run away because they want to protect their themselves. They're afraid to die. This is the things nature already give to the animal, already plant, already given to run away. But no any plants, no any trees, or no any fruits, or no any vegetable. When you go and cut the vegetable, they will run away. They will never run away. So this is the nature gave to uh, the system nature gives to the plants. The first thing, the first point. The second point is, some people said even animal, even vegetable or fruits also feel the pain. So this is the wrong statement, completely wrong statement. There is no any science evidence that fruits or plants feel pain. They have they have life. They have reaction, but they cannot response.
Yes,
Reaction and response is completely different. There is some types of plants, when you touch them they will close.
yes, yes.
It is a reaction. Reaction doesn't mean response. To response, you need to have a brain. For example, dog. For example, chicken. For example, cow. you know for example, fish. When you call them, they will come. Food. Come,
Yes,
they
yes,
will respond to you. So for to respond, you should have a brain system, you should have a nervous system, you should have all the organs. All these things should be together, then for you to respond. Animal response, but no any uh, plants will respond to you. They will react. They don't respond because they don't have this system. They don't have this system. When they feel pain, if why the animals feel pain, because we have all the nervous system, is connected to our brain. So all these things are not in the plants. So when the plants doesn't have brain, doesn't have the nervous system, doesn't have the organs, how they could feel pain? They don't have the six senses, like ear, nose, eyes. When they don't have all these, the mind, then how they feel pain? It is impossible for them to pain. There is no any science evidence that animals, plants feel pain. So before we make this kind of claim, we should read more. We should read more to understand more. Even though they have life, that is why we can eat that life. So now, for example, I want to eat that mango. I want to eat mango. So in one tree, there is hundreds of mangoes, right? Hundreds of mangoes. To eat one mango, I cannot cut the whole tree.
of course, yes,
If I cut the whole tree to eat one mango, it is mistake. It is wrong. It is wrong. It is completely wrong, because the trees also have life,
yes,
right? Because the trees not only produce all the fruits, or not only for human being. We are mistake. Not only for human being, because this tree is producing all these fruits for all the creatures,
yeah.
all the living beings in this earth. So
Especially
we cannot, right? So we
especially,
cannot cut the food supply, the food chain or food supply for them as well. So that is kamma, that is a bad kamma,
mm,
you know. So when we eat, when we cut the mango, did any time in your life, I'm very sure you have cut some vegetables or cut some fruits also. Anytime in your life, did you feel that, oh, if I cut this mango, the mango feel pain? Oh, if I cut the how the mango feel? If I put the mango, make the achar, achar
yes,
sometime,
yeah, pickle, yeah,
the lemon, we put the fermented, they feel so much of pain or burning or like that. Did you ever think like that? But whenever we cut the meat, whenever we cut the meat, whenever we kill the animal, they feel pain. They feel so much pain. You will never hear that any like fruits or vegetables, they have a kidney stone. Oh, they have a liver problem, or they have a heart disease. They have a BP or a diabetes.
yeah,
We will never hear all these kind of things, but this kind of things are in the animal also. Animal also have high BP. Animal also have this kind of disease. Okay, because the system inside human being and then animal is very similar. A lot of similarities are there. They also have liver, we also have liver. They have kidney, we have kidney. They have lungs, we have lungs. you know we have
yeah,
all the limbs. They have limbs. They have this five senses. They also have five senses. So we have very similar.
mm,
That is why we call human also one kind of animal.
mm,
I believe you have heard this kind of word before.
yeah, yeah,
Okay, because in Chinese we call tong u. Tong u, tong means moving. Tong,
um,
tong u. Animal also tong u. Then human being also tong u, because we are moving.
mm,
But the plants, they can't move. Vegetables, they can't move to one place unless you put them in different place. So the point here is, when we eat vegetable, you know vegetable doesn't feel pain. So that is the reason we can eat the vegetable, we can consume the vegetable, not the cut the tree,
yeah,
or not the whole thing, right? So but animals are not like that. Animal feels. So there is no right uh, for us to eat the animal, because it's producing a lot of bad karma, a lot of pain, because animals have a lot of family member. They know the family. If
mm,
you remove that puppy from the mother, puppy feel they want to look for the mom. The small chicken also, right? Just like human, very similar to human being. But when you plug the mango from the mango tree, mango never, you can't see the mango wants to go back to the mother.
yeah,
Huh? Or when you take out the cabbage or the carrot, they feel to go back. No. So big different, Bante. It is very very big different. So this is one of the things we should understand, how we should consume the food.
yeah, that's true, Guruji. And would you mind please explain with regard to Metta Sutta? I think you
Ah,
already, yes, please, Guruji. The
ah,
Karaniya Metta Sutta.
yes,
I
yes, yes.
think,
In Karani Metta Sutta, there is one statement what Buddha say. Uh, it is very very important, Bante. Uh, do you remember that verse?
yes, Guruji.
Metta.
Uh,
Uh,
Mata Yata Niyam.
yes, 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 yes. Exactly. Yeah. Please, please, Bante, could you
Uh,
chant?
Mata Yata Niyam Puttang Ayusa Eka Putta Manurakke. Evampi Sabba Bhutesu Manasang Bhavaye Aparimana.
Perfect, perfect, Bante. So what this means, Buddha said very clearly in Karani Metta Sutta, is that we should, monks should have this kind of metta, the karuna, that compassion and loving kindness. That how? that mother,
Mhm.
how the mother care for the child. When a mother care for the child, if any danger comes to the child, mother never afraid to take any risk to save the child. So that is how we should protect all the living creatures in the world, just like a mother,
Yes,
just like a
wonderful.
mother.
Yes, yes, wonderful.
So the reason that Metta Sutta, Buddha chant this to the monk, they are living in the forest,
Yes,
and then lot of disturbance comes,
yeah,
lot of disturbance comes, external disturbance from the, it could be animal, it could be different invisible
yeah,
energy, so Buddha said when a monk chant chant that Karanimetta Sutta, all the living beings, the visible one or non-visible one, they will feel our energy because it is come from our heart, from our mind, from our chetana. It is
yeah.
coming, with intention. Then they will receive. Then they not harm us.
Mhm.
They don't harm us. So this is Buddha. Buddha said very clearly in Karanimetta Sutta. But if we live against Buddha's teaching, it
Yeah,
is something uh, ethically not right for the monks, ethically not right. So that is why I emphasize, Buddha said already clearly, and we also should think any food when before it comes to our plate, we should teach them, because lay people, they don't know, Bante. If one meal, if you don't eat, you don't know, you are not going to die.
yes,
Just imagine if one meal people are offering to you, with the respect they are offering to you, you accept first. First you must accept the food. Okay, after you accept the food, we have to teach this is not the right food, and you don't have to eat that food, you know to show them, if this food, if you eat, and then upasaka will also, the lay follower also will receive the bad karma. So one time, if you share with them, I tell you, the next time, whole life they will remember, you can protect their bad karma. So sometimes, monks, we always say, we don't want to disturb others. We don't want to disturb. But you have to understand, this kind of one time of teaching, you can save someone's karma. If you can save someone from going to the hell.
yeah.
So do you think this is disturb, or this is dhamma teaching,
Of
or
course,
you are
it's very
saving?
excellent, excellent gift to the people, right? As
Yes,
it,
this is not disturbing, this is saving. You are saving someone. If you save them, they can save their children as well. They can save other friends, other Buddhist friends. So monks, we should understand, if one meal, how many times when Buddha goes to the alms, Buddha didn't get the food. you
of
know
course.
Buddha didn't even get the food, right? We know in the story also, Buddha always said about Thero, you know
Yes,
right? So Shivali has more good karma. Huh?
is always behind him.
Yes, yes. Whenever Shivali is there, Shivali Thero is there, food is
Yeah,
there, everything is there. All right. So this is, one time, if one meal we don't eat, we don't die, Bante. Buddha, when he was having, before he became Buddha, how many days he didn't eat the food? you
yeah,
know hardship life. So we have to understand, there is a lot of different way we can teach others. So don't think that we are disturbing others. We have to change our mentality and our thought process, that we are saving people from making bad karma.
yeah.
The more the bad karma they make, then we have to pay back. And then when your upasaka or your students feel pain, or they are in problem, as a monk, how do you feel? Don't you feel pain?
Really pain.
Don't you feel sad? Don't you feel to help them? Uh, how you help them if they already make a lot of bad karma, kusala karma? How you help them? But they only through teachings, only through teaching, not on when you get old. And after you get old, if you want to correct everything, of course it's possible, but very less time because the death is already arrived. To make a kusala karma, you need a lot of a long life, time. Time is very important to make kusala karma, to change yourself. So that is why my humble request, we have to understand what is right and what is wrong.
Yeah, that's great, great, Guruji. Thank you so much. I think this kind of teaching will be beneficial to more people, especially when they realize the reality of this kind of thing. I definitely they will change their mind.
Thank you, Bante.
Yes,
Thank you
Guruji.
very
Thank
much.
you so much, Guruji. Yeah.
Thank you. Thank you
Namaskar.
very much,
Namaskar,
Bante.
Guruji.
Namaskar. Sadhu.
Sadhu,
Sadhu.
sadhu, sadhu.
Sadhu.